What's going on, guys? It's your boy Don here, and finally, lads, we have made it to the season finale of the Takeover. First of all, guys, I just want to thank every single one of you who have tuned in to every single episode of the Takeover. I hope to this point, lads, you have enjoyed the episode. You've seen my managerial attributes on show here, boys. I wanted to take over my favourite club, the club that I support, Chelsea Football Club, and see if I could do better than all those managers who gets fired after a season or maybe even 2 seasons. So, lads, this is where we're at the moment. We are sitting third in the league. Second place is out of question. We can't get to second place because we only have 2 games remaining, and the Manchester clubs seem to be dominating the English league at the moment. So it's important for us at this moment in time, with Spurs only a point behind us. I need to make sure that I stay in third place. So we have, I would think, 4 games remaining. We've got Huddersfield next, then Swansea a week later. In between that, we've got the first leg of the Champions League, then Liverpool the second leg, and then Newcastle at the end. So what I'm going to be doing, you're going to be seeing a lot of this in this episode, lads, is I'm going to be chopping and changing some of my players. So as you can see at the moment, I'm moving some players around because I want to keep everyone fresh. I'm very, very conscious that my senior players like Godin and Giroud, their stamina is not as strong, so I've got to keep making sure I'm moving them around. I'm going to be using a lot of my youth players as well, so I need to focus on that as well. And as well, we have a player that comes back and makes a very, very influential appearance in this episode, but I'm not going to tell you who it is. You're going to see it for yourselves. As you can see, I'm moving some players around. Godin, I'm conscious of Godin. I know that David Luiz is on the bench as well, so I'm going to be using him in this episode as well. So we have Huddersfield in the next round. Now I've gone with a fully strength squad on this occasion, okay? Because we have Huddersfield and then Swansea. I'm just going to play my full strength squad on this occasion. So we've got Huddersfield at home. Savage again scores within the first 10 minutes. Willian comes again and doubles our lead against Huddersfield. So we're 2-0 up already in the first half. Our home game, we need to make sure we win our home game. Morata extends our lead to 3-0. Everyone knows Morata's not playing very, very well. If anyone watched the Chelsea-Arsenal pre-season game, he's not starting off well, but it's pre-season. But unfortunately, your boy Don knows how to get the best out of Morata. So we win that game 4-1, and we move on to our next game. So we're trying to solidify our third place finish at the moment. That's the most important thing we're trying to do. So we've got a few of my youth players asking to join the first team. It's very, very late in the season, but at the same time, I did say I would be moving some of my players around. But on this occasion, I've gone with, again, a fully strength squad. Swansea have gone 5 at the back. Swansea are at home. They've decided that they don't want to win, but they're just going to make sure that they do not lose. A very, very famous quote Mourinho said is when he was managing Chelsea, is that I don't want to put pressure on you guys. I wouldn't tell you that you have to win, but you can't lose. A very, very famous quote. So I think Swansea have done just that. They're making sure that they do not lose by playing 5 at the back. So I've stuck with my formation 4-4-2. Very, very comfortable. The football's really, really good. So we're into almost at half time and it's still 0-0. Only Godin has actually got a yellow card. Swansea decide to make some changes. Godin comes off for Rudiger. Rudiger comes on because Godin's stamina is very low. Royce comes on for Giroud, as I said. Both these two very senior players can't do 90 minutes at the moment. So we end that game 0-0. And that's okay. We're still third at the moment. So we go into our first leg against Brighton. I decided that in all my press conferences, I'm just going to praise my team because they deserve the praise at the moment because they're playing really, really good football. Considering that we had a very, very, very slow start to the league, we are playing really, really good football, lads. And I can't fault the boys. I really can't fault them. They're playing such good football. So we go into the first leg of the Brighton game. So again, as you can see, moving players around. I've got to notice that Hazard is on his way back. Now he's still injured, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave him on the bench. All right. I want to see if he can still play, but I'm not going to play him for a full game. First day against Brighton, lads. Already this is a must-win game. We're at home. We're playing against Brighton. As you can see, Brighton have packed out their midfield. And you're going to see this in real life as well, lads. Right? Anytime a team comes to Stamford Bridge, they are always packing out their midfield because we have such a small pitch. Morata gets us an early goal. We go 1-0 up. Then William extends our lead and makes it 2-0 against Brighton. First thing we have to do is make sure Brighton don't score. If we're going to win in the Champions League, we need to make sure we win and they don't score. And we do just that. So we're going into the second leg with a 2-goal advantage. Again, going to my press conference against Liverpool. Liverpool beat us last time, my memory serves me right. So I decided again to praise my team because, again, they deserve all the praises. We're coming up against a 4-3-3 formation. Again, I'm quite confident playing against this formation because I've actually told my fullbacks to stay back while attacking. So we can actually, suffocate their attack when they're trying to attack us on the flanks. Azpilicueta gets us a nice early lead. Godin comes off for Willian. Very strange substitution there, if I'm really honest with you. Rudiger extends our lead to 2-0. He's playing out of position. He's playing actually left midfield. And Rodrigo is playing very, very well for me. So we actually beat Liverpool 2-0. We just need to make sure that we're getting points. We need to make sure that we're winning our games to make sure that we stay in third place and keep those ugly London clubs out of the top 4. When I say ugly London clubs, I'm only referring to Arsenal. So anyway, we're moving on to our next game. Again, you can see I'm shuffling everybody around and moving players around because I've got the second leg of the Champions League. Just to confirm that Manchester United have won the league. Crystal Palace gets relegated, Southampton gets relegated, and Bournemouth gets relegated. Here you can see a team of the week, and I think I can count about 5 or 6 Chelsea players in the team of the week. Courtois, Victor Moses, very proud of Victor Moses. I think Rodrigo got in there as well, but very proud that most of my players are in the team of the week. So we go into the second leg against Brighton. Must-win game. As usual, lads, we need to make sure that we win. If we score a goal, we're good, and we do just that, boys. Morata, and this what I did with Morata first season. If you want to go back to episode 1, I put Morata in training and I told him to work on his finishing. He is our top goal scorer, lads, and he has scored so many important goals for us. So we're 1-0 up away against Brighton. We're winning 3-0 in aggregate. We've got the away goal, so that away goal counts for double if the scores are tied, and we actually beat Brighton 1-0. Ben Woodward thanks me for the fact that I'm playing him. Kylian Hazard wants to play in the first team, so I thought, you know what, I don't know if I'm going to play Kylian because obviously he was deputising for his brother while he was injured, but Hazard is back. But I decide to be faithful to Kylian and play him in the left wing because we have Newcastle up next and we have the final against Barcelona. Now, if you guys cast your minds back to the pre-season, we did actually beat Barcelona in the final of the American Challenge Cup. We beat Barcelona twice, I think it was, first in the group stage, and then we met them in the final of the American Challenge Cup, and we beat them again. So I'm sure Barcelona will be out to beat us on this occasion. So I'm moving. So I'm going to play with some of my youth players, some of my second string players, only because I want to give my first team a rest before we play that final. So we're going to be away at St James's Park. Bakayoko comes in, Royce, Drinkwater, Kylian Hazard, play through my young players, Christensen, Caballero, obviously he's not a young player, more of a senior player, but I'll put them all into the squad, hoping that we can, because last time I did this, I think I actually lost to Swansea in the Carling Cup. So Royce gets us a goal ahead. Royce hasn't had a great season ahead of us, and just as I say that, he misses a penalty. So Royce doesn't do well this season, but I'm going to give him another season, and we're going to see what we're going to do with him. I'm not too sure where I'm going to play Royce at the moment because we've done well without him. Hazard scores on his first game back from a really bad injury, and past Chelsea player Nathan Atsu gets them an equaliser, but we get the 3 points, and we're in the final against Barcelona. They play a 4-4-2, a very attacking 4-4-2. So defensively, we're going to be tested again. As you can see, my first team is the same first team. I'm not changing anything at all. Very nervous at this point, lads, because as you can see, my objectives, I'm doing really, really badly, and we need to win a trophy. Third place is not good enough for Chelsea Football Club. Moses picks up an early yellow card. Morata scores on the Champions League final. I'm so happy for him to score, lads. Morata, he gets so much stick. If anyone in my Twitch channel, the link is in my description below. He always gets stick, but he bangs in a goal in the final, and we win against Barcelona in the Champions League final 1-0, lads, and I cannot be any happy. As you can see, I'm sitting in the press conference. Photography is going off. They're taking pictures of me. They're asking me questions. How did I do it? I said, lads, it all comes down to my players. They work very, very hard. We've worked hard all year to come to this moment, and Chelsea win the Champions Cup, or better known as the Champions League. You could say our route to the final was easy, but it doesn't matter. Our name is on the trophy. And as you can see, as always, whenever Barcelona lose, Messi, it always wins the player of the tournament, which is absolutely ridiculous. So, did we complete our objectives? we only completed one, lads. So I'm hoping now you're going to see if the board decide they're going to keep me on for the following season, because we only completed one objective. We didn't do very well. So I'm hoping that the board keeps me on for another season. So we finished in third place. Just to recap of the season, Arsenal finished, won the Champions, the Charity Shield. Man United won the league. Manchester City won the League Cup. As you can see, Chelsea won the Champions League as well. So you're going to see, will Chelsea Football Club keep me on for another season? And I've just get an email at the last day of the season. They've decided not only did we not complete our objectives, however, they are very, very happy with the football that we've played, and they want me to stay on for another season. The rating there is 65, which is below the target, but because I've won the Champions League, they've kept me on, and boys, it's been a successful season. So there you have it, lads. The takeover of Chelsea Football Club is complete. We won the Champions League, and we're going to go into next season. So, lads, I'm not too sure if we're going to do another takeover in FIFA 18, but let me know what team you want me to take over in FIFA 19. Let me know in the description down below. Drop a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in FIFA 19 for career mode. Peace.
Thank you.